Greetings to all the people who loves this day. It is that day, the day that you and I love so much. Actually, it is my day. I sold it to you and you bought it. And now we are all happy together on this once upon a time my day. Hope you're well. Allow me to thank you profusely for your best wishes for my anniversary. Thank you for your prayers and everything. Allow me to say thank you again and again and again and again once upon a time my day. This is a great Monday. And today we talk about the two beggars. The two beggars. It is once upon a time, and we talk about the two beggars. Once upon a time, in a city, there lived two beggars, Kripa and Jagat. Every morning, these two beggars would both go to the king's palace for alms. Kripa would go there and call out saying, "The giver is God. All of us are his children." Whereas Jagat would go there and call out saying, "The giver is the king. He will give me food today." So they both would get alms from the palace. The king would often hear their voices while one is saying this and the other one would be while the other one saying the other thing as they received the alms. One day, the king thought, is it in the hands of God or the king to give food to them? So, to test it, one day the king devised a trick. He took a big pineapple and cut it into two pieces, and then scooped some flesh from inside, and then the hollow part filled it with gold coins, and then joined the pieces together, and the pineapple was as full as it would have been. So the king handed him then the king put the two pieces together of the pineapple and then, of course, waited. When Kripa arrived to beg, the king gave him rice and some stew and sent him off. Then Jagat came asking for alms and called out, "The giver is the king. He will give me food today." The king handed him the pineapple. After getting out of the palace, Jagat met a fruit seller. Thinking about food, he sold that fruit to him. With the money after selling the pineapple, Jagat was able to buy himself some food. After a while, Kripa came to the fruit seller and asked for alms, saying, "The giver is God. We all are his children." That fruit seller gave that pineapple to Kripa in alms. When Kripa got home, he cut that fruit and was surprised to see gold coins inside. He immediately picked up the coins and went to the vegetable vendor and said, "My brother, these coins have come out of the fruit that you gave me." Seeing this, the fruit seller was surprised and said, "I bought this from Jagat." So they both went to see Jagat and tell him about the coins. Jagat was surprised and said, "These coins belong to the king because I got this fruit from him as alms in the morning." They all went to the king and returned the coins that they had received. The king was surprised to see the three men and the coins. After listening to the whole story, the king realized that it is true. God is the only giver. He is the giver to everyone. After that, the king gave appropriate gifts to three of them for their honesty and sent them off. So they went off happy. But the king knew, yes, God is the giver. And that is what we take home, that God is the giver. Even when you have given somebody a gift, always know the source is God. The ultimate recipient is God. He is the owner of everything. The best we can do and the greatest lesson we can learn is that everything we have comes from God. Because He is the source, He is the giver, and He is the receiver. So if you help someone, please don't make them your beggar. When you help someone, please do not dehumanize them. If you are helping, whatever it is that you have, you are using to help somebody. And actually, God is using your hands. God is using your finances. The problem comes when we do not recognize God and we want people to worship us because we are their benefactors. It is not right. So we can say that God is the giver of everything, not the king, you. It is God who gives everything. God is the giver. We are all His children. Today, may God extend His hand to you. To those of you who are stuck financially, may God come through for you. He is the giver. To those of you who are stuck in ill health, may God come through for you. He is the giver of good health. Whatever it is that you need, God is the giver. Again and again and again, never forget, He is the source and the ultimate recipient. I just love that. Make sure you enjoy this once upon a time, my day. Asante sana.